Hi, this is Erdem Yılmaz and Charles Lambert. We're going to present to you our work on Cherry, which is an artificial intelligence platform for restaurants. We all go to restaurants and we had good experiences or bad experiences. Our motivation is that when we want to give feedback, good or bad, there is no really easy way to do so. And this is an issue for the restaurant manager or owner because they want to see how happy their customers are. And it's an issue for the customer of the restaurant because they want to express their feelings. Our solution is to use the latest technologies in machine learning and data science and provide a platform for both restaurant owners and the customers to communicate with each other easily. At the very high level, this schematic explains how we're going to do it. We're going to use Twilio so that customers can either send a text message or call and leave a voicemail to the restaurant owner. And we're going to get this, and if it's a voice, then convert it into text and do a sentiment analysis, and use the sentiment analysis and report the performance of the restaurant to the manager. We are going to explain each technology in the next slides. Twilio, which is at twilio.com, is a cloud communications platform for building SMS, voice, and messaging applications using a quite friendly API, and that actually works at a global scale. We have been using it for a while, and they have a nice free trial that lets the developers access to it easily. IBM Bluemix is an open standards platform for building, running, and managing apps and services. In addition to common services that are available in cloud service companies, Bluemix also provides several machine learning and artificial intelligence APIs and that are quite handy in our application. So these are the technologies that we use in this product. We use Python and Flask to manage some of our servers. We use Node.js and Express to manage mostly the servers that deal with the restaurant owner. We use MySQL to store our data. We use Bootstrap to better shape our front end, and we use PUG to work with Node.js and Express and demonstrate data to user. From the research and science point of view, we use speech processing and sound recognition to get the voicemail converted into text, and we use machine learning, sentiment analytics to understand the content in an SMS message or in a phone voicemail. From this point, the video will take a different shape. I'm not going to present, but I'm going to run the most important points in our application. The first most important point is to be able to run locally before deploying, because deploying to Bluemix or Twilio takes a while and it involves the service, and running local is the perfect way to develop the app. Then I'm going to show you how we choose to use available frameworks such as Express to handle most of our tasks that will have taken a much longer time if we were doing ourselves. And then I'm going to show you that we are utilizing APIs that are available and at quite low cost to handle our requirements again. Instead of developing themselves, we were able to quickly deploy. And then I'm going to show you how to deploy an app to Bluemix very quickly. And I'm going to show you how we have been testing our apps. So in this part of the video, I'm going to show you how to run a fully blown Bluemix app on your local environment. Bluemix has its own format and requires some files such as manifest.yml and app.js and package.json. Some of which we are already familiar with the class. And the first thing that I do is to run npm install to ensure that I actually have all the node packages needed for this application. I had already installed them before, so that's gonna take a second only. And after that, I can call npm start and run the application on my local environment. So node tells me that server started and running at some address, so I can just easily go to this address and voila, my application is running. And my login button takes me to a web address, so instead I'm going to just enter one of the addresses that I want to go. And as you can see, the web page is running beautifully, and I can test my app. And instead of dealing with uploading it to IBM environment and spending time, I can just test it on my local environment and very efficiently. Actually, a better way would be running this with something like Forever to be dynamically be able to update the server if a file changes. And Forever is another npm package that can be used for tasks like that. So at this part of the video, I'm going to show you some of the tools and technologies that we actually utilize to make our app possible. And I think the most important, the front-end component is Express. Thanks to Express, it's possible and easy to organize your server and send your web pages data from MySQL databases using your app.js. As you can see in this portion, I have a web page that's called archive, and I'm sending all this data that I read from a MySQL server to it. And Express also comes with a very easy MySQL setup, and you can actually set up your server to connect to a MySQL database and gather information. So as you can see, my information is in the app.js file and organized by a server. Another technology that I'd like to show you is called Jade. It used to be called Jade, now it's called Pug, and it's essentially very similar to HTML. However, you can have some characters and variables there that Express can send values. So in the scenario, I'm reading from database using Express, and Express sends the data to each website, and each website actually has a Jade in it so that they can essentially have their variables change with new variables coming from the database. Another core technology that we have is Bluemix platform. You can access the Bluemix by just clicking bluemix.net on Google, and this is the address for it. Because previously I had signed up and log in, my screen comes up. As you can see, this is my account, and it shows all the apps that I am running and for our app. It also shows services such as Alchemy, that does the sentiment analysis, speech-to-text services, and in the screen. And it's quite straightforward to create a service. And once you select one of many nice services that does some machine learning and other database services, all you have to do is to follow the instructions on the website. Now it's time to take a look at how our website works. This is the address you need to copy to your browser, and once you copy it, this is the login screen that you are already familiar with. It's just a placeholder now, so you can enter anything. And once you're in, as you can see, this is our dashboard that has two summarizing graphs at top and two graphs placeholders. And we have all the recent messages and the person's cell phone who sent the message, along with a sentiment analysis on the message. And we show the negative messages in red color. We have an analytics page that we summarize monthly performance with positive, neutral, and negative comments. We have a My Restaurant profile page, which is a nice form where you can enter your details. We have a help page that provides a cell phone number as long as frequently asked questions. We have an archive page that shows you the previous messages. So our reports page is actually quite cool. You can go to Yelp and find your restaurant's web page and copy this web page to our application, and then it will actually go to the website, download all the comments. So far we limited to 20, but you can expand it easily, and then it will apply sentiment analysis to the comments that are on Yelp, which actually gives you not only an idea about positivity or negativity of the comments, it also gives you keywords and how positive the sentiment about that keyword. This way, if you introduce a new dish, you could see how positive comments are, or if you are looking for a specific server or time, you can see that as well.